If you've never had the unforgettable experiences with that bland corn, this video might not be for you, because it just might make you grab that can of corn and saute it into the ultimate healthy food replacement. So, watch at your own risk. As spring breathes new life into the fields, farmers prepare for one of the season's most rewarding crops. Yeah, none other than sweet corn. These lands awaken from their winter sleep, ready to play their part in a tradition as old as agriculture itself. Why waste time? Come on, get ready with us. Or once it surpasses its time, it'll pop burst. Once the frost danger passes, the warm soil creates ideal conditions for the seeds to be gently planted. From mid-April to early June, farmers take advantage of the perfect window to plant sweet corn. This timing ensures the crop benefits from warm summer days and plenty of sunlight, allowing the plants to grow strong and healthy. The warm conditions help maximize the yield and quality, making this time frame crucial for a successful crop. It's all about finding the perfect moment, which takes both careful planning and a little bit of luck. Farmers look for plump, juicy kernels and observe that the silky strands, called silk, turn a rich brown, so they know it's ready to pick up now. Sweet corn and your regular corn might look similar, but they have some interesting differences. Actually, sweet corn and popcorn come from two different types of corn plants. Sweet corn is the kind we eat fresh, with soft, juicy kernels perfect for grilling or boiling. It's harvested while the kernels are still immature and tender. Popcorn, on the other hand, is a unique variety with smaller, harder kernels that have just the right amount of moisture locked inside to pop when heated. Popcorn is harvested when the kernels are fully mature and dried out on the stalk to make sure they can explode into that fluffy treat we love. So, they're not just harvested at different times, they're actually different types of corn entirely, each grown for its special qualities. And you know that a single corn plant can use up to 20 gallons of water during the growing season. It is true. Sweet corn is literally a pride for farmers. Known for its sweet and tender kernels that taste great fresh from the field, and especially when their struggle turns out this sweet, I think they must be proud of themselves. These people are working hard enough to pack those whole corns inside the crates to keep them fresh and crispy by the time they reach us. This whole corn packaging is specifically suitable to those who want to be creative with their meals, and they can handle it just as they like for their daily use. Those big trucks pulling up to the factory gates, their beds loaded high with bright, juicy ears of corn. Workers use automated loaders to help move the corn. Is it amazing how technology and teamwork come together to handle such a large load? When the corn arrives, the set of machines trims off the leaves through a system of rotating blades that quickly and neatly slice away the extra stuff layer by layer. With the husks removed, the corn enters a washing tunnel where sprays of clean water rinse each ear thoroughly. Look, that unnecessary stuff leaving the factory for good. Now these corns are perfectly ready to get packed. Now comes those tin cans packaging filled with corn kernels that have literally made meal preps way easier. So they're preparing the ears of sweet corn to be fed into a kernel cutter. As the corn moves along a conveyor belt, sharp blades carefully slice the kernels off the core. The machine is designed to cut deep enough to remove all the juicy kernels without scraping the tough center. Tin cans of sweet corn kernels make life so much easier, don't they? They last for months, even years, without needing a fridge. That means you can always keep a can or two in your pantry, ready for whenever you need it. Bananas in Africa got a big deal when it comes to their production. The way bananas are grown in Africa is pretty cool too. It's all about mixing old-school farming methods with lots of care and a strong bond with the land. The production of a good quality banana starts with the planting of a banana seedling, also known as a sucker. Unlike many plants that start from seeds, bananas are grown from suckers that sprout from the base of an existing banana plant. And yeah, we're about to step into that all-time dangerous jungle of Africa to see how those large bundles of bananas are grown and harvested there. Stay together, I'm real scared. Weeds compete with banana plants for nutrients and water, so farmers regularly remove them. However, they also need plenty of water to grow, so irrigation is often necessary, and that unique yet amazing new air spraying technology is helping a lot. As the bananas start to grow, the team of farmers take the detailed view of if bananas have reached the right time to get wrapped, so they stay away from pesticides and grow properly. Being the delicate fruits, farmers protect them as much as possible. Once it's time and the bananas have grown to the perfect size, the team steps in for harvesting. Now these experts are patting those bananas carefully, so they stay safe during transportation. And no banana would burdenize the other due to their heavy weight. Plus, it would protect each banana from getting germs of others. So let's suppose if one banana is ruined, the rest would be safe. To harvest bananas, farmers cut the entire bunch or stem from the plant using a sharp knife or machete. The bunches are heavy, often weighing up to 40 kilograms, so harvesting is usually done by a team of workers. And they use this unique method of transportation, which promises the bruise-free and easy transferring. As they are reaching to their destination, let me ask for a simple favor. Just stay with us through the video. I know how much love you have showered on us, always. Banana chips are a popular snack around the world, loved for their crunchy texture and sweet, satisfying flavor. But if you love watching making of your favorite snacks, then you've come to the right place, because this is only the start of making millions of kilograms of banana chips. The bananas are typically harvested while still green, ensuring they are firm enough to withstand the processing that lies ahead. Once they arrive at the factory, the bananas are carefully unloaded and inspected for quality. Then, those bananas are fed to the pool of water to remove any dirt or residue from the surface. This washing process is essential to ensure that the bananas are clean and safe to consume. Also, it helps to cool them for some time, as they have been traveling a lot. Bananas are not only valuable for their delicious fruit. Almost every part of the banana plant can be used in some way. In many cultures, banana leaves are used as natural plates or wrappers for cooking and serving food. The leaves are sturdy, waterproof, and can add a subtle flavor to the dishes they wrap. Look how conveniently they are getting dressed and puffed up. Those people have showered some disinfectant spray on these unripe bananas, so they remain intact and fresh during their long travels. Yeah, they have to be somewhere very important. I think let's not keep more surprise. They're going straight to the banana chips factories, where they will be sliced, fried, and converted into world's #1 snack. They're gonna remove or get all the bananas from the stem, so it will be a lot easier to process. Here, the use of conveyor belts is super amazing, as it allows every worker to get their hands on accessible bananas easily, and they are moving with just the right speed, so every person gets to work equally. Whatever bananas are left unpeeled from one person would be transferred to others, and vice versa. Check out the results. The work is almost done, and we can see the inner banana flesh being gathered for a pool party. Yeah, they're gonna have a quick bath. Bathed, and all the bananas are gathered and dried to store for later. Only what's needed now would be grabbed and processed. For a handful of bigger-sized banana chips, these workers have first smashed and then dried the banana pulp so they can fry them easily for that satisfying crunchy snack. And of course, drying to release the excessive oil is necessary to keep the snack super crunchy. But those bit-sized banana chips are behind. Yeah, we're gonna show you that too. The slicing process is critical because the thickness of the banana slices determines the texture of the final product. Thin slices create crispy, crunchy chips, while slightly thicker slices result in a chewier texture. It's their daily task, so they know for how much time they must fry the banana slices, so they transform from soft banana slices into crispy golden chips. This step allows excess oil to drip off, making the chips less greasy and helping them cool down. As the banana chips cool, they become even more crispy. Cooling is an important step because it ensures that the chips will stay crunchy when packaged. If the chips are packaged while still warm, they can become soggy inside the bag, which would ruin their texture. Banana chips are a great source of energy. They are high in carbohydrates, making them an excellent snack for a quick energy boost. This is why they're popular among athletes and hikers who need a portable and nutritious snack. But it's not healthy, of course. It may give you energy, but it isn't good for your health, especially when consumed daily. All the necessary machines and tools have been collected and put in process for this amazing tour, where you'll see the seeds sprout, grow, and bearing pineapple fruits, everything right in your grill. After plowing, farmers often cover the pineapple seed beds with these special sheets that contribute to the health and productivity of their crops. These sheet covers help retain soil moisture by reducing evaporation. This is particularly important in dry regions or during periods of low rainfall, so that the soil remains moistened and plants still have a consistent supply of water. Now, farmers plant the crowns, the leafy tops of pineapples, basically the seeds in other words, right through the wrapping sheets. By planting through these sheets, the soil temperature stays perfectly controlled, creating an ideal environment for the roots to thrive. A smart move though. Watering thoroughly and keep checking for weeds continuously makes sure of top-notch growth of any plant. And of course, fertilizers are the food for these young buds, so they need to be fed properly. Also, these sheets act as a physical barrier that prevents extra sunlight from reaching the soil, thereby reducing the growth of weeds. And the plastic mulch can help warm the soil, promoting faster root development and early growth of pineapple plants. Fast forward and let us show you the pineapples have grown all the way. They carefully peel back the wrapping sheets and swiftly test the pineapples for ripeness. A refractometer is their secret weapon, measuring the sweetness of these fruits to ensure each fruit is ready for picking. With the green light to go, farmers begin picking the pineapples. For this, they only need to push a little, and the pineapples come out of their comfort beds. Harvesting these tropical treasures requires a bit of care. With their spiky, sharp leaves, they put on those gloves to protect their hands. Okay, that carrying and loading part was a little bit hectic. Let's switch to the day forward where they use a little mechanical help. To lighten the load for farmers, this carrying system has been created that takes care of transporting the picked fruits directly to the loader. This means farmers no longer have to bear the weight or make the trek with heavy pineapples, making the harvest process much easier and more efficient. Check out that storing skills. Nothing, just admiring it. Once the pineapples reach the units, they go through an ultimate washing process. These people maintain the hygiene and keep looking for any ruined fruit, so they can quickly take it out. At first, they're rinsed with clean water, followed by a deep cleanse with special cleaning solutions. These tough fruits have intricate designs, with combs that can hide germs, but the solutions ensure they're thoroughly cleaned, leaving them fresh and safe for consumption. With the help of machines and dedicated workers, the pineapples are thoroughly dried before being carefully packed. Each fruit is sorted by weight, ensuring that every box is perfectly balanced and filled to the brim. The process is precise, with each pineapple handled with care to maintain its freshness. They are then stored in cool, climate-controlled spaces, keeping the pineapples fresh and juicy until they're ready to reach us. When it's time to further process the pineapples, a specific quantity is carefully taken out from the cool storage houses, ready for the further steps. Yup, a lot more is yet to come. With the help of modern machinery, pineapples are now going to process into the most demanded product. Can you guess? Leave it, it's the peeled pineapples chunks. There's a significant demand for these pre-cut peeled pineapple pieces because it makes it a lot easier for consumers to enjoy the fruit without the hassle of cleaning and preparing it themselves. First peeling the hard fruits with ease and then removing the inner hard cores with the help of their efficient tools. What is he doing? Any guesses? This process not only saves time, but also ensures that the fruit is ready to use right out of the package, whether for a quick snack, a refreshing smoothie, or a tropical addition to any meal. Alright, let's dive into our very next product, which is fresh pineapple juice straight out of the fruit and no preservative added. Pretty cool. As soon as they are washed, they passed onto several belts that make sure they are completely dried while keep on moving towards the crushing machines. Along the way, they get dried and free from any other dirt before they reach to their final home, the crushers. As they tumble through, those aggressive rollers expertly squeezes the fruit thoroughly so that every drop of juice will be collected from the fruit. While the dried flesh makes it way out of the machines, the process is so efficient that nothing is wasted. The juice flows out perfectly, while the leftover material like peels and pulp is neatly directed into a separate bin. After crushing, more squeezing takes place for extra juice. Don't worry, that juice will be filtered thoroughly before getting poured into the bottles. Now, onto the packaging. The juice gets pumped into bottles, but with constant flow and exact amount. These bottles are designed to keep the juice fresh and safe, making sure you get that same fresh taste whenever you pop one open. Each bottle is sealed tight, with a label slapped on that tells you everything you need to know: ingredients, nutritional info, and, of course, that iconic pineapple image that screams tropical goodness. After the bottles are sealed and labeled, they move seamlessly to the large-scale packaging stage. Here, the robotic arms with so many gripping fingers takes over, efficiently packing the bottles into crates with precise quantities. For those like me who find that juices taste even better from a can, we decided to show that there's a special packaging process just for that. After the juice is perfectly squeezed and filtered, it's not just bottles that get filled. Advanced machinery also pours this liquid gold into sleek cans. These cans are then sealed tight, locking in the freshness and flavor. You have been there when that entire process took place. From juicing to canning, everything happens swiftly and efficiently, ensuring that every sip you take is as fresh as the moment the juice was made. Do you agree? Do you ever reminisce that it's a hot summer day and you're biting into a slice of juicy, sweet watermelon? That refreshing taste is what all summers and beach trips are about. Once they have the perfect environment, farmers plant the saplings about 1 inch deep and with equal distance. Once the watermelons are ready, the manual harvesting begins. Workers use a sharp knife in their hands to carefully cut the fruit from the vine, leaving a small portion of the stem attached to each melon. This helps keep the fruit fresh during transport. Look at that bright red juicy marvel though, ready to be picked. Watermelons are heavy, weighing anywhere from 10 to 50 pounds, so workers pick up the melons from underneath, cradling them to avoid damaging the fruit. Harvesting watermelons by hand is still the foundation of the process. Workers spread out across the field in teams, each equipped with sharp knives to cut the ripe melons from the vine. The teams move in a coordinated fashion, covering large areas quickly, while making sure that only the ripest watermelons are picked. What's unique here? Instead of carrying the heavy watermelons themselves, workers use a conveyor belt system or carts to make transporting the melons easier. In fields where conveyor belts are used, the system is mounted onto a slow-moving vehicle, for example, a tractor, which drives alongside the workers in the field. As workers cut the watermelons from the vine, they gently place them on the moving conveyor belt, keeping everything smooth. Once the conveyor belt has collected enough watermelons, they are unloaded into large bins, typically attached to a tractor. Using conveyor belts allows harvesting teams to pick more watermelons in less time without the strain of carrying them across the field. While on the other hand, a trailer is fitted with a moving conveyor belt that runs along the length of the vehicle. This machine moves slowly through the field as workers pick watermelons by hand. The conveyor belt is powered by the tractor's engine or a separate motor and is designed to move the harvested watermelons from the workers in the field directly to large crates located at the end of the conveyor. That was a sweaty day. Now they need to relax a bit while machines take care of the further focusing on some healthy sides. So yeah, because of its high water content, watermelon can actually help you stay hydrated longer than just water alone. The fruit contains natural sugars, which help your body absorb water more efficiently, making it the perfect snack after a long day outside or a tough workout. Workers don't need to carry heavy watermelons long distances, saving them time and energy. These automated rubbing and sorting machines use sensors and conveyor belts to measure the size and weight of each watermelon and separate them into different grades. Workers also visually inspect the watermelons for any remaining defects, such as bruises, cracks. They remove any watermelons that don't meet the quality standards for shipping. This automatic packing system offers a perfect blend of speed. Each individual partitioned conveyor system passes the watermelons to their dedicated apportion to get packed with the same quality and sizes. Watermelons typically need at least 8 hours of sunlight a day, which is why they're planted in late spring, after the last frost, when the sun is shining bright. As watermelons roll down the conveyor belt, workers and cameras check for visible imperfections, such as bruises, cracks, or spots. If not cameras, then those experts are gonna make sure of that. Some factories use advanced infrared sensors that can check for internal defects, like overripe spots that aren't visible from the outside. As the watermelons move down the conveyor belt, automated sensors and scales measure the weight and size of each one. That is important because its price depends on its size. And also, some people are more comfortable with the mid-sized watermelon as it's easier to carry, cut, and store. Each watermelon is then directed to the appropriate lane using mechanical pushers, which gently nudge the fruit into its designated spot. And if you ask in which region watermelons are mostly harvested, China is by far the world's largest producer of watermelons, responsible for over 60% of the world's production. Once the watermelon is sectioned, workers use sharp knives to carefully remove the outer green rind, or they can switch to mechanical help as well. The outer rind is thick and tough, so it requires some strength to slice through it. The key is to peel away just the right amount, removing the green skin and the white layer beneath it, while keeping as much of the red flesh as possible. Watermelon juice is all about capturing the fruit's natural sweetness and hydrating qualities. And these machines apply no formalities, just throw the whole melon roughly, and it's gonna extract every bit of the juice out of it. As the flesh is crushed, the juice is extracted and filtered through fine mesh screens, which separate the liquid from the solid pulp. Proper preparation makes sure that the juice extraction process goes smoothly and maximizes the amount of juice extracted from each watermelon, while on the other hand, they prepare their juice bottles. Want to know if your watermelon is ripe without cutting it? Check for a creamy yellow spot on the underside. This is where it sat and ripened in the sun. Give it a lift too. A ripe one should feel heavy for its size and give off a hollow sound when tapped. Now the slicing mechanism often uses a combination of blades and angled knives to cut through the watermelon. These blades are set at precise angles to create the triangular shape, with the base of the triangle being the outer rind and the tip pointing toward the center of the fruit. These watermelons that get damaged during harvesting are then crushed by farmers in the fields to extract the seeds. Watermelons are fed into the crushing machine, which squeezes or slices them open. The soft flesh is mashed, while the tougher seeds remain intact and are separated. The core functionality of a multi-blade slicer lies in its ability to make multiple cuts in one pass. That's just satisfying. Do you love having your protein-rich non-veg meals? You're gonna love watching your favorite vegetables grow out of pure love. We thought it's been days since we went for some fresh crops cultivation adventure, so we have come to this beautiful land of Rostov Oblast in Russia. Yeah, we have come so far. I have been there watching their soil nourish and produce the beautiful pea flowers out of the little crops. It's been all so pure and satisfactory. As it's almost harvesting time, so we need to speed up the process. For you guys, let's jump straight to the harvesting season. I was like, why do we need this much huge vehicle to cut the crops? Until I saw its mind-blowing magic. As soon as this mechanical beast arrived in the fields, it took matters in its, well, mechanical hands. The beast harvester's got some serious cutting power. It comes with sharp blades and a rotary cutter that chops through pea plants right at the base. These blades are super precise, so they grab the whole plant without leaving anything behind. Yeah, beast harvesters like these need no manual help. It's literally a one-man job. Inside the machine, the entire greenery goes through a bunch of cool stages. First, it gets shaken and vibed to pop the peas out of their pods. Using a bunch of gentle shaking and brushing techniques, the pods loosen the pea pearls. Now comes the screens and sieves that let the tiny peas drop through while the air blowers catching the bigger pods and trash. The peas end up in a special hopper, while the empty pods and stems get kicked out the back of the machine. I have seen it digging deep into the soil, cutting and eating the entire crop, while at the same time revealing the green pea pearls from its pods. These machines are designed to operate at high speeds, allowing farmers to cover large areas of land quickly. Check out that huge collection of beautiful green pea pearls, which are all set to get collected and reach the dedicated facilities. Hey, which lazy peas combos would you prefer when you don't feel like cooking? I literally ran out of options whenever I needed to cook something protein-based. The precision of modern harvesters minimizes the loss of peas and reduces the amount of damaged produce. As they're moving along, why don't you guys hit a like? It's your just one like, but it means a lot to us. You're our ultimate support. The main process begins when green peas are unloaded from trucks onto a continuous running carriage and conveyor belt system. These belts are designed to carry large quantities of peas smoothly and efficiently. They are passed to the amazing cylindrical sieves. These rotating drums have superb active mesh screens that help separate the peas from the mess through its constantly moving energy. The peas, being smaller and round, fall through the mesh and continue forward. After separation, the peas are transferred to a large pool of water for washing. The clean water helps to remove any remaining dirt and residues from the peas. Additionally, the washing process allows any peels, damaged, or rotten peas to be separated from the fresh, healthy ones. Fresh peas pass through additional sieves, while unwanted material is left behind. This thorough washing ensures that only clean and good quality peas proceed further. Manual sorting is important to make sure no debris can pass through. This is important to get done before drying the peas, in order to keep things under quality controls. This is cute, yet strategic. Those camera sensors check for any rotten, D-shaped, or discolored pea pearls to stop them right away and preserve the quality measures. At this stage, peas are exposed to steamers that soften them slightly. Those gentle water solution sprayers cool down the peas while removing any harmful bacteria that might be sticking somewhere. After several washing and cleaning stages, it's barely possible for any bacteria to be still present. Now the soft and cleaned pea pearls are all set to get preserved of their quality, texture, flavor, and color. For that, a little and quick blanching is applied before they are sent to the deep freezers. That's the inside scene of those huge freezers, where every fruit or vegetable gets its frozen texture. You might be wondering why the edible stuff keeps vibrating like this in the freezers. This little trouble in paradise helps every green edible pearl not to stick with another, providing us the ultimate convenience whenever we cook using those frozen veggies. Final sorting, or you can say just a quick stop for any stone or debris presence. We all have been there when those peas have passed all quality checks and undergone heat treatment, so now they are ready for packaging. The packaging process involves placing the peas into containers, which will help in easy and equal packaging. Remember doing the blanching a little time ago. That process also made the peas less sticky and easier to handle during the packaging process. You know Russia is a significant producer of green peas because what we have been able to learn so far, on average, Russia produces around 800,000 to 900,000 metric tons of green peas annually. Well, 9 became possible only when they hit a jackpot and crops had produced well enough. After those packets, how can we leave those tin cans behind? Some of the cooked peas are packed into those aluminum tins, so we can have the literal ease while making any quick dish. Just open the lid, pour, and it's all set. Those fields filled with rows of pepper plants are bearing those delicious wonders that have grown over several months. It is a big deal in farming, as red peppers in particular are left on the plant longer than green ones, allowing them to fully ripen. As the harvest season arrives, the peppers are ready to be picked. When it comes to red peppers, getting that perfect flavor and color is a big deal, so using the right tech is key to picking them at the perfect time. The machines used are super gentle. They move through the fields, carefully picking the ripe peppers and placing them on conveyor belts. These belts then carry the peppers to collection bins, keeping them safe and fresh until they're ready for processing. The whole process is done with extra care to make sure those peppers stay in top-notch condition from the moment they're picked. You can see those belts in the harvesting machine are proceeding the peppers forward while removing the leaves and other dirt right away. This technique helps in later cleaning, which is way more in-depth and efficient. And those farmers make sure of the cleaned and red peppers getting passed through. Okay, if you spot one green bell pepper in the stock, it's no biggie. It's not going to make it in the packaging. Stick to the video and you'll see it yourself during your tour to the facility. After collecting peppers through those big fields, the entire stock needs an initial inspection, which is all handled by those trained workers, and advanced optical sorting systems ensure that only the best peppers move forward. Any peppers that don't meet the quality standards are set aside for alternative uses. Of course, there's nothing to waste. Red bell peppers are straight up fire in kitchens everywhere. Whether you're vibing with Mediterranean flavors or spicing up a Mexican salsa, these peppers slap with that sweet, vibrant kick in any dish. I know most of us don't want to cook on holidays, so what do you guys prefer on holidays? I'm really curious. Being our loyal audience from the day one, you must know we love showing you maximum possible products made out of a single item. Same is the case here. Bell peppers come in unlimited ways and uses. So here we are watching those people deliberately sorting the just-washed red bell peppers so they can help in smoothing the overall process. They make sure the cord-free peppers make their way to the steamers. Yup, the steamed bell peppers are another wonder of this facility that has made our lives super easy, because making of red sauce has become a piece of cake now. Simply roll out the steamed peppers along with the other prepared ingredients in the blender, and it's all ready. Oh yeah, here the peppers are also all ready to get packed in those sanitized aluminum cans, so they remain safe, intact, and fresh throughout their shelf life. Since the peppers are steamed before being canned, the need for preservatives is greatly reduced. You're getting the pure essence of the pepper without unnecessary additives. After cleaning and sorting, some fresh red bell peppers are fed into these not-so-famous but magical chopping machines, where the on-point blades work at incredible speeds to slice them into perfectly uniform half pieces, while at the same time their cords are removed without any extra effort. I just realized I could have said, "It's an all-in-one machine." I might have zoned out. Anyways, please keep me awake through your hyped and fiery comments regarding my latest concern that, when was the last time you utilized red peppers and what did you make? When the green peppers reach their peak ripeness, a fleet of specialized harvesting machines takes the stage. These advanced machines, equipped with high-tech sensors and soft grip technology, glide effortlessly through the fields, gently plucking each pepper from the vine with care. Throughout the process, the peppers are harvested with a touch that ensures they remain pristine and undamaged. As the peppers are expertly picked, they travel through an onboard sorting system to get the first-hand green peppers. Here, any overripe or less than perfect peppers are carefully separated out, leaving only the finest to continue their journey. So, the freshly harvested peppers are then whisked away to the storage containers. As soon as those containers are stacked with green beauties, the containers leave the field so the bell peppers remain crisp and fresh until they reach the factory. Factories use advanced cleaning systems that combine various techniques to ensure every pepper is thoroughly cleansed. After cleaning, the peppers are sorted based on various factors containing size, color, and quality that may affect their sales. Modern factories often use automated vision systems for this task. These systems consist of high-resolution cameras and artificial intelligence algorithms that can analyze thousands of peppers per minute. They detect imperfections, such as discoloration, bruises, or irregular shapes, and sort the peppers accordingly. The speed and accuracy of these systems are impressive. They ensure that only the best peppers continue to the packing stage, maintaining a high standard of quality that consumers expect. Many factories are adopting eco-friendly packaging options for green peppers. Yellow bell peppers start their life as green and then glow up to that bright yellow vibe we all love on our plates. They're sweeter than green ones but not as sugary as the red ones. Basically, they're the middle child of the pepper fam, nailing that flavor balance just right. And these yellow bell peppers pack more vitamin C than oranges. Just one pepper can give you more than your daily dose. That's why you might have noticed people using trio of peppers to balance the nutrition. Orange bell peppers have a milder, slightly tangy sweetness compared to red bell peppers, which are the sweetest of all the bell pepper colors. But orange ones offer a more balanced, fruity taste, so definitely a plus. It's not like spilling the most mysterious fact here, but yeah, that color difference is due to the stage of ripeness and the specific pigments that develop gradually, making a huge difference though. Orange bell peppers are typically harvested when they're fully ripe, but haven't yet developed the deeper red pigments, often has greenish hues. Because of their different flavor profiles, orange bell peppers are often used in dishes where you want a subtle sweetness and a pop of color. Honestly, I never get to focus on their individual details. I used to add all the 3 bell peppers, which I'm gonna show you that most famous packaging we all buy from local grocery stores in a sec. Okay, I add all of them because I needed a good presentation of my meals, and I still add bit of all in curries, spaghettis, and even making red sauce pasta. Fine, I admit my cooking skills are worst. Do we have anyone like me? Instead of using traditional plastic, some are switching to biodegradable or recyclable materials. This shift helps reduce the environmental impact of packaging waste, which is an increasing concern for both producers and consumers. No buddy, our endless product journey hasn't come to stop yet. Here comes the whole trio peppers packaging. Check out how seamlessly these machines are helping those people to wrap the red, green, and yellow bell peppers with a nice and suitable workflow. This packaging is even better for people like me who need the whole 3 bell peppers for their meals. It marks the perfect quantity. Is he pressing the very iconic subscribe button? My bad. Maybe you could do it. He's just doing his job. Yeah, chopping the whole 3 bell peppers with the help of this beast. Because some of our audience might need the chopped peppers too, to top it onto various baking items or put them in different dishes. Mushrooms. I never got that much excited before. The reason is simple. I love mushrooms, and I have never seen its bulk processing before. Let's just cut to the chase. Mushroom cultivation starts when the compost arrives at the grower's farm. First, the compost is loaded into a mushroom tunnel and spread smoothly. Casing, essential for mushroom formation, is also loaded into the tunnel and applied as a 5-centimeter layer on the compost surface, which is smoothed using a conveyor belt. Next, the peat gets a little ruffle to kickstart growth, followed by a good watering. Here, they keep the temperature at a cozy 25 degrees by continuous watering between flushes. When you see tiny mushroom pins, it's a sign that success is near. Soon enough, the mushrooms start popping up, like stars twinkling in the night sky. Okay, nothing to exaggerate about, but they are so fluffy and beautiful, it's a real treat to see. Mushrooms are carefully hand-picked to ensure they remain undamaged and high quality. Workers then visually inspect the harvested mushrooms, trim any unwanted parts, and sort them by size and quality. Human hands ensure careful handling, detailed inspections, and final touches, while machinery brings efficiency, consistency, and speed to the process. Let's store those mushrooms in some cold place before some mechanical magic. It now cuts the remaining mushrooms in bulk and completely clears out the compost. Check out that super satisfying sight of how those brilliant machines are cutting the mushroom heads from the bedding as if it's a piece of cake. Well, for them. Automated systems assist by transporting the mushrooms via conveyor belts to different processing stations. This combination of human hands and robotic machines guarantees that the mushrooms reaching the market are of the highest quality, fresh, and ready to be enjoyed. The expert labor handles the storage of packaged mushrooms, placing them in cold storage to maintain freshness. Eventually, the compost worn out and is removed by advanced machinery. Afterward, the mushroom tunnel is thoroughly cleaned with water, making sure it's all set for another round. If you're looking to manage your weight, mushrooms can be a great addition to your meals. They have a lot of immune-boosting properties and greater amount of vitamin D, making pretty rich meals every time. Now, the packaging is gonna open, and the mushrooms are moved via a conveyor belt to the next process. The machines carefully place freshly cleaned mushrooms into small buckets, ensuring each bucket is filled evenly. These buckets travel smoothly on a conveyor belt to the wrapping station, where they receive label stickers for identification. Mushrooms are often hailed as a culinary treasure, adding a unique flavor and texture to a variety of dishes. They have a rich, earthy flavor that enhances many dishes, from soups and stews to salads and pizzas. Once the packed mushrooms safely arrive at their destination, they're unloaded into large containers that companies deal with according to their needs, to avoid overcrowding. Considering making everything for everyone very seriously, these companies take a bunch of fresh mushroom stock to give you the most irresistible transition of your life. The washed and cleaned mushrooms are transferred on the continuous belts, so they would take them to the batter and breading stations. First, they are heavily coated with the rich battery sauce, which will give them the unique taste and makes the flavored breadcrumbs sticks perfectly. Check that smooth and continuous process that seems almost impossible thanks to these modern automated systems. Here comes the freshly fried crispy mushrooms. They are literally the best treat for mushroom lovers, juicy and intact from inside, while perfectly crispier from outside. Oh no, it's making me order my favorite tomato soup, topped with grilled mushrooms. time to make some pickles. Their umami taste, which is often described as savory or meaty, makes them a popular choice for both vegetarians and meat eaters alike. These crunchy, savory treats have become a staple in many restaurants and home kitchens, loved for their addictive taste and satisfying crunch. None other than those crispier onion rings. The sweetness of the onion contrasts beautifully with the savory and crunchy batter, creating a taste experience that's hard to resist. I really want to know what you guys love to watch in our upcoming videos. Please drop the comments, we would love to hear you.